Dear students, now we are going to start the new chapter is cell cycle. So in the previous class we had seen about various part of the cell or cell organelles, how they are working, what is the structure, what is the nature of the cell, each and everything we had seen in the previous class. So in this class we are going to see about cell cycle. So each and every cells undergoes cell division under certain rules. Basically, there are two different types of cell divisions are there. One is mitosis, another one is meiosis. Apart from this, some of the lower organisms like protozoans and various prokaryotes, they are doing one more type of cell division that is called as amitosis. So, cell division is one of the important part of every living organisms. So, one of the most important features of living cell is their power to grow and divide. Because of their growth and division, all the living cells are function as living creature. So this is one important part. Already we have seen in the previous class about cell theory. Each and every cells are formed from their pre-existing cells. So the pre-existing cells are undergo cell division, either mitosis or meiosis. So main thing about mitosis and meiosis. The mitosis might be takes place all the somatic or vegetative cells of our human body. Not only human body, every living organism including plants, even some microorganisms as well. So what about meiosis? Meiosis will be occurring reproductive cells or reproductive organ. So if you see in plant, it will be takes place in andresium and gynecium. If you take in animals, this will be takes place in meiosis will be takes place in either testis and in ovaries. So in such a way, the specific nature of cell division might be occur. Another important thing is the number of chromosome in the mitosis is remain same, and moreover these daughter cells which will be identical to the parent cell after cell division. But apart from meiosis is concerned, the number of chromosomes will be reduced into half. If you see, suppose the human beings are having 24 chromosomes in their body cell, but after meiotic cell division, then it will be reduced into half, that is 23 chromosomes. So male gametes and female gametes are having 23 chromosomes each. So in such a way, number of chromosomes are reduced into half. This is another important thing. Another important differences between these two, mitosis and meiosis, later on we are going to discuss about a tabular column about what is the differences between mitosis and meiosis. It is an important 5 mark questions. Later on we shall discuss. So basically there are two types of cell division. They are mitosis and meiosis. How these cycles are takes place, how these organisms are doing these two divisions in their respective cells, these are going to study in details in this chapter. Actually, great scientist who was called as Edward van Beneden, a Belgian psychologist, as well as he was embryologist and marine biologist. He was a professor of zoology at University of Lake. He has contributed to cytogenetics by his works on the roundworm Ascaris. So he has studied in details of a roundworm Ascaris. உருளைப்புழு அப்படின்னு தமிழில் சொல்லுவாங்க. So in his work on discovery of how chromosome organized about meiosis. So the meiosis, how it is takes place. It was first discovered by Beneden. So this is most important thing about meiosis. So in order to study about the cell cycle, we should know about some of the history of the cell as well. In the 1665, I think Robert Hooke, he coined the term cell. Then later on, Antony van Leeuwenhoek in the year 1670 and 74, first living cells observed in microscope. Especially structure of bacteria have been studied by Antony van Leeuwenhoek. Later he has given the name is animalcules. So presence of nucleus, each and every cells are having a central nucleus in all living organisms, which have been studied by Robert Brown in the year 1831 to 33. Another scientist, Purkinje, J.E. Purkinje, he coined the term protoplasm in the year 1839. Already you know that Schleiden and Schwann proposed the cell theory in the previous class also. We have studied in the year 1838 to 39. Rudolf Virchow, cell theory was clearly explained by Rudolf Virchow in the year 1858. Apart from this, Anton Snyder described the chromosomes for the first time in cell in the year 1873, I think. Then Walter Fleming coined the word mitosis as well as chromosome behavior in the year 1882. Then Edward von Beneden, already we discussed about him, cell division, especially in meiosis in roundworm, Ascaris, in the year 1883. Theodore Boveri discovered about centrosome and chromosome theory in the year 1888. So these are all very important role about the history of cell cycle. Now we shall discuss in details of the cell cycle, how it takes place. Before we are going to discuss about the cell cycle, we should understand about the role of the nucleus during cell division. Already we studied earlier, nucleus is the organizing center of the cell. The information in the nucleus is controlled within the structure called chromosome. So, each and every cells are having a nucleus at the center, which are having chromosomes. So, chromosomes are doing major important role in cell division. They control the activities of the cell. The genetic information copied from one cell to the other cell while during cell division. So, hereditary characters are passed on to the new individual when gametic cells fuse together. That is, male gametes are fused together with female gametes in the sexual reproduction. So, these are all mainly controlled by the nucleus, especially the chromosome present in the nucleus. Already we know about this detailed characteristic features of chromosome in this class earlier, in the previous chapter. Once again we are going to see about, there are 4 important features of the chromosome regarding cell division. Usually the chromosomes are long, thin, longevity structure chromosome contain a short constricted region in the middle. That constricted region is called as centromere. That is primary constriction, already we discussed in the previous class. The centromere may occur anywhere along the centrosome, but it is always in the same position on any given chromosome. Then if you see, the number of chromosomes per species is fixed. For example, as I said, human being is having 46 chromosomes, onion is having 16 chromosomes, mouse is having 40 chromosomes. So similarly, each and every living organisms are having fixed number of chromosomes. This is another important concept. Chromosomes always occur in pairs. The chromosomes of the cell occurs always in pairs. Then they are called as homologous pairs of chromosome. One of each pair come from originally from each parent. That is, one set is come from male parent, another set is come from female parent. For example, as we discussed earlier, human being is having 46 chromosomes. Out of this, 23 chromosomes originally come from male parent. The rest of the 23 chromosomes come from female parent. Then chromosomes are copied. That means between nuclear divisions, while the chromosomes are uncoiled. That means once again chromatin material from the chromosome, chromatin material may be formed and cannot be seen. We cannot be able to see even with microscope. So each chromosomes are copied. So in such a case, each chromosomes are copied. So the two identical structures formed are called chromatids. So in chromosome, two identical thread-like structure might be there. These are called as chromatids. Now we shall discuss about the nuclear divisions. Already we have seen in the earlier class about there are two divisions. They are mitosis and meiosis. Apart from this, amitosis also might be there. So in mitosis, the nuclear division that occurs when cells grow or when cells need to be replaced and with an organism or reproduce asexually. There are major three important conditions for the mitosis occur. Each and every 24 hours, these mitotic cell divisions are common. So this may be occur due to growing. So especially growing organisms, they have more number of cell divisions. Then if there is any wound or any replacement, so mitosis might be takes place. During vegetative reproduction or asexual reproduction, mitotic cell division might be takes place. In meiosis, the daughter cells contain half of the number of chromosomes of the parent cell, and it is also known as haploid cell. So whichever the division takes place, it is normally followed by a division of cytoplasm to form separate cells called cytokinesis. So usually there are two divisions: karyokinesis, cytokinesis. Kinesis means cell division. Karyo means nucleus. So the division of nucleus is called karyokinesis. Then cytokinesis. Cytokinesis means the division of cytoplasm is called as cytokinesis. So usually karyokinesis is followed by cytokinesis. So after division of nucleus, then the cytoplasm will be divided. So this is common in both mitosis as well as meiosis. What is cell cycle? Next we are going to discuss about cell cycle. So we shall see about the cell cycle in detail one by one, because cell cycles are very important. So look at the picture. So this is cell cycle. So usually a series of events leading to the formation of new cell is known as cell cycle. What do you mean? A series of events leading to the formation of new cell. That means a single cell, if it is going to divide into 2 cell or 4 cell, whatever may be, what are the stages might be takes place from the beginning to end of the cell division. This series of events to form cell cycle. So the phenomenal changes leading to formation of new population takes place in the cell cycle. Due to the cell cycle, new population may be formed. First of all, it was discovered by Prevost and humans in the year 1824. The series of events include various stages. First of all, we shall discuss about the duration of cell cycle. Usually, different kinds of cells have varied duration of the cell cycle, cell spaces. But almost all eukaryotic cell divides every 24 hours. The cell cycle is divided into mitosis and interphase. So if you see, the mitosis phase is very less time when we compare with the interphase. In cell cycle, 95% is spent for interphase, whereas mitosis and cytokinesis, which will last for only 1 hour. That means this cell cycle, look at the picture, it is given there, various phase, that is G1 phase, this is G1 phase, this pink color parts is G1 phase, then S phase, synthesis phase, then G2 phase, then mitosis. So if you see, this G1 phase is approximately 10 to 11 hours. So it is taking more time. Then the synthesis phase, the DNA might be duplicated in the synthesis phase, only lasts for 8 hours. Then the second G2 phase, it is cell division gap phase. So this leads for 4 hours. But mitosis, the entire process of mitosis might be takes place within 1 or 2 hours. So this is the duration of cell cycle. So this might be, you should understand. Next one is interphase. Interphase and mitosis. As we discussed earlier that mitosis takes place within 1 hour, remaining all the phase, that is G1 phase, synthesis phase, G2 phase, these are all combined together to form interphase. G1 plus S plus G2 is interphase. The interphase plus this phase combined together about cell cycle of mitosis. So mitosis plus interphase combined together to form cell cycle of mitosis process. So among them, interphase extend almost all the time. So longest part of the cell cycle, but it is of extremely variable length. At first, the glans of the nucleus appears to be resting, but this is not the case at all. The chromosome previously visible as a thread-like structure, it is called chromatin material, that can be seen through microscope or electron microscope, have dispersed. Now they are actively involved in protein synthesis, at least for most of the interphase. So during this interphase, protein synthesis takes place and more cells involvement of activities takes place, but cell division is remain stopped. That means there is no cell division is occur, but the processes takes place. What are the process? G1 phase, synthesis phase, then G2 phase. What is G1 phase? First gap phase. The gap phase is nothing but G1. The first gap phase is nothing but G1. This phase is also called as cell growth phase. What do you call? Cell growth phase. So the first gap is having C value. What is meant by C value? C value is the amount in picograms of DNA contained within the haploid cell nucleus. So that means within this cell, how much amount of picograms of DNA is available. This is called as one C value. What do you mean? What is C value? C value is nothing but it is the amount in picograms of DNA contained within a haploid nucleus. They may ask in 2 more questions. What is C value? So C value is nothing but is the amount in picograms of DNA contained within a haploid nucleus. So during this first phase, that is G1 phase, that is first gap phase, this is also called as cell growth phase. This is last for 10 to 11 hours. So during this phase, that means the first gap phase, 2C amount of DNA in cells of G1. Already C value already we have seen that. So during this growth phase, how much amount of C value will be there? 2C amount of DNA is available. The cells become metabolically active and grows by producing proteins. So during this period, metabolically they are being active. They are also producing more amount of growth. With the help of, they are synthesizing proteins, fats, carbohydrates, and some other cell organelles, including mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, and many checkpoints are also available. So look at this place, this is one checkpoint. So a lot of checkpoints might be there in first growth phase. So during this first growth phase, lot of checkpoints are there. Among them, at the end, there is a checkpoint is there. There is G1 checkpoint. So many checkpoints which will be controlling the cell cycle. But the checkpoint called a restriction point. This checkpoint is called as restriction point at the end of G1 determines the cell fat, whether it will continues in the cell cycle or divide, or it may be enter into the stage of G0. What do you mean by G0? During G0, the cell will not divide. So this checkpoint or restriction point can able to determine whether these cells will be undergone cell division or that will go to resting space. That means there is no cell division. So this will be determined by this checkpoint or restriction point. So this is very important in G1 phase. So in the cell cycle, whether the cell is divided or enter into the stage of G0. This G0 is also called as quiescent stage and probably a specified cell or die. Sometimes the cell might be die. Or cells are arrested in G1 due to various reasons. What are the reasons? Deprivations of nutrients. That means nutrients might be not available or lost. So another reason, lack of growth factors like auxin, gibberellin, cytokinins might be loose or destroyed, or density dependent inhibition. Due to that, this auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin might be lost. Undergo metabolic changes and enter into the G0 state or quiescent stage. In the quiescent state, there is no cell division or the cell may die. So biochemicals inside the cell activities, the cell division might be occurred. The proteins called two important proteins are very important during cell division. They are kinases and cyclins. They activate the genes and their proteins to perform cell division. So during the checkpoint or restriction point, they may produce two important proteins called or enzymes called kinases and cyclins. These two, which will be determined whether it is going to be takes place in cell division or not. Among them, the cyclin acts as a major checkpoint which operates in G1 to determine whether or not doing cell divides or not. So in such a way, the proteins or enzymes which are present in the checkpoint at G1 stage or G1 phase will be determining the fact or whether the cell is going to be divided or not can be estimated. Then what is G0 phase or GO phase? G0 phase is nothing but quiescent center. Already I told you. Some of the cell existing in G1 and enter the quiescent stage cells, that is called G0, where the cells remain metabolically active without proliferation of cells. Cells will be active, but there is no proliferation. Cells can exist for a long period of G0 phase. In G0 cells, C is the growth. They cannot do the growth stage. They are being constant. That's all. There is no growth at all. With reduced rate of RNA and protein synthesis. So RNA rate is decreases and protein synthesis also will be reduced. The G0 phase, otherwise it is also called as quiescent phase, not permanent. This will be temporary. During mature neuron and skeletal muscle, cells remain permanently in G0. Many cells in animals remains in G0 because if you see, the growth in plants is continuous, but as far as growth in animals, it will be in certain period only. After the stage, all the cells undergo G0 because there is no growth at all. Whenever they need, if there is any wound, if there is any injuries, then the cell division may be occur. Otherwise, the cell division remains stopped. So, in animals, the G0 will be common after the certain growth. Now we are going to see about the second stage is called synthesis phase. This is also called as DNA duplication phase. So growth of the cell continues as a replication of DNA occur during this S phase. Around this will be last for 8 hours. Then protein molecules also called as histones are synthesized during this phase and attached to the DNA. So the histone proteins which are attached to the DNA also can be synthesized. Then the C value will become double from G1. So during G1 phase, the C value is 2C. But when come to the DNA duplication, it has become double. That means which may be producing 4C. So the DNA, the centriole duplicate in the cytoplasm during this DNA duplication period or synthesis period. DNA content increases from 2C to 4C. So after synthesis phase, that is S phase, another cell will be entering into the G2 phase, that is second gap phase. So during the second gap phase, the 4C content remain same. That means here 2C, here is double, it is synthesized by the DNA duplication into 4C. So DNA amount is remain constant in G2 checkpoint phase, that is second growth phase. So approximately this will last for 4 hours. So during this phase, cell growth continues to protein and cell organelle synthesis. Apart from this, mitochondria and chloroplast also will be synthesized and divided. So DNA content remains constant. What we have seen in the DNA duplication, that is 4C, remains same here also. Dublin, very important. The dublin is synthesized and microtubules are also formed during this second growth phase, because these tubulins as well as microtubules will be very much essential for the during cell division. They can able to form the spindle fibers during cell division. For this purpose, this tubulin and microtubules to be essential. For this purpose, this tubulin and microtubules will be synthesized during the G2 phase. So the microtubules are organized to form spindle fibers. The spindle fibers begins to form and the nuclear cell division in mitosis. One of the proteins synthesized only in G2 period is known as maturation promoting factor, that is MPF. So it is one of the great important protein is synthesized during this second growth phase. What is that? What is that protein? MPF, maturation promoting factor. It brings about the condensation of the interphase chromosome into mitotic form. So the condensation of the chromatin material to become into chromosome, which will be done by the protein called MPF, that is maturation promoting factor. So maturation promoting factor, the thread-like uncondensed form of chromatin material which are present inside the nuclear material inside the cell membrane, which will be condensed to form the chromosome. That means the chromatin material will be converted into chromosome during this phase with the help of this important protein called MPF, that is maturation promoting factors. So DNA damage in the checkpoint operates in G1, S and G2 phases of the cycle. So wherever the checkpoints are available, if the cell is not going to be divided, then they will be destroyed. So during this checkpoint period of restriction, both G1 and G2 phases respectively. Then later on that will be entering into the mitosis. So once again the mitosis is further divided into two stages or two phases, namely karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Karyokinesis, karyo means nucleus, kinesis means division. So division of nucleus is called as karyokinesis. These are further divided into prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Then the division of cell cytoplasm is called cytokinesis. So this karyokinesis is followed by cytokinesis, which will be takes place during mitosis. So this will be last for 1 to 2 hours. The remaining entire phase is interphase. Around out of 24 hours, around 22 to 23 hours is completely occupied by interphase. Just 1 or 2 hours only this mitosis might be takes place. Once again after mitosis, once again it is entered into the G1, just a short period of G0. So during G0 there is no metabolic activities are done during G0. So this is called as cell cycle. Now we are going to discuss in details of the mitosis and meiosis, as well as one more important a short type of cell division is called as amitosis. So before we are going to discuss about the mitosis and meiosis, we are going to briefly explain about amitosis. So what is amitosis? Amitosis is nothing but, I shall show you a diagram about amitosis. Look at the picture. So this is called as amitosis. This diagram will be helping us to understand about amitosis very clearly. See here. So this is A mitosis. During this cell division, this is cell wall, this is cytoplasm, this is nucleus. So in the A mitosis, first karyokinesis takes place. What do you mean by karyokinesis? Division of nucleus is called as karyokinesis. So the nucleus divides first. There is a constriction is formed between the nucleus. Then it is forming two nucleus. Then complete the nucleus is divided. This karyokinesis is followed by cytokinesis. What do you mean by cytokinesis? Division of cytoplasm. So there is a constriction is formed between the cytoplasm near to the nucleus. Then both nucleus as well as cytoplasm are divided to form two cell stage. So this is called as A mitosis stage. So A mitosis is also called as direct or incipient cell division. Here there is no spindle formation and chromatin material will be involved. There is no chromatin material is going to be condensed. So this is very important about A mitosis. What is the important thing? There is no spindle formation is takes place. Apart from this, chromatin material does not condense into chromosomes. There are two stages as I said just now. That is karyokinesis and cytokinesis. During karyokinesis, which involve division of nucleus, the nucleus develop a constriction at the center and become dumbbell shaped. So the constriction depends upon the division of the nucleus into two. Then which will be followed by cytokinesis. What is cytokinesis? It involves division of cytoplasm. The plasma membrane develops a constriction along the nuclear constriction. It deepens centripetally and finally divides the cell into two cells. So this will be very common in some of the cells of mammalian cartilage and macronucleus of paramecium and old degenerative cells of higher plants. This A mitosis might be takes place. So what are the drawbacks of this A mitosis? Which cause unequal distribution. So while they are dividing both the nucleus and the cytoplasm, they might not divide exactly at the middle, exactly at the center. There might be unequal formation of cell division might be occur. So it causes unequal distributions of chromosome as well. Can lead to the abnormalities in the metabolism and reproduction as well. That's all about A mitosis. Now we shall discuss another concept.